Well, this always looked a tough draw for Ding, and he's already seen how well Joe Perry's playing from the way he cleared up there in the first frame. So 1-0 to Perry, first to 5 to reach the last 16 here in Wuxi. David Morris did well, didn't he? He dropped off the tour last year, got back on the Q School just a few weeks ago, and now he's in the last 16 of a ranking tournament for the first time. He beat Gerard Green 5-2. Terrific performance. Well, he was a little fortunate there, Perry. That red just ran on. Wasn't cuttable to the middle. Oh dear. Certainly is now.
No, that's a poor shot from Ding, really. And he knows it. This is a little bit like the scenario when Neil Robertson had to defend the world title, David, and Judd Trump was drawn against him in the first round, and he won the China Open a couple of weeks beforehand.
Yeah, it was a bad draw anyway for Neil, but particularly obviously when Judd won a tournament.
And this is turning out the same way, in particular that, say, Joe's done the same thing. Won last week, full of confidence. He didn't need this, really. Could have done with a couple of rounds going in. So there's a little bit of added pressure. I'm not saying that Joe couldn't beat him anyway if he hadn't won last week, but it's a bonus. I'm not sure whether there's a red at the back of the pack there. I think he was probably trying to get onto one into the middle. Oh, he's going to try and cut this one in now. Into this corner pocket. This is a thin snick. Well, actually it's easier now we're seeing that camera angle. It's quite a way off that cushion. Well played. That'd be deceiving, these camera angles sometimes. There's not much coming after this though. If he just drops his pink in, no obvious red on, might just settle for the extra 6 points. There is a red at the back of the bunch, but I'm not sure whether he can get there. He's got to get the white right near that side cushion. He might be able to see enough of the blue here. Yeah, he's nominated the blue. Well, I said that he had to get close to that side cushion. I'm not sure whether he can see enough of this back red.
12.
Well, there's your answer.
Joe Perry 12.
Well, that's a great return from Ding Junhui. Excellent shot. No applause, but that was top draw. And he's got Joe in some trouble now. can see the right hand red, you can see the one in the middle of the table, but I don't think you can get a glancing blow off the one in the middle of the table. Oh, look at that. He's in trouble. Might have to take this red on down that left hand side as we look. Well, that's okay, as long as he avoided the double kiss. I don't know whether there's one available to the left middle in the little bunch of reds there. Hasn't covered that red, and I think it passes the blue to this left corner. Joe might be having a go at this one. He can hold for the blue or the pink.
Another new player, Scott Donaldson. 2-0 he leads Jimmy Robertson. I remember talking to Alan McManus about the sort of new wave of Scottish players, and he said he was the one to watch, Scott Donaldson. Well, he's 2-0 up. It's only his second season on the circuit.
Nice pot there, slightly awkward near the middle pocket. Might drop the blue in, go down for that red in bulk.
Blue ball.
I think this could be one of those occasions again that we might need all 9 frames.
6.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised. Certainly he's a scoring machine, Ding, when he gets going. I mean, he had 57 centuries last season. Judd Trump had 61, but even so, 57 is good going. And he didn't play in every single event. He missed a few of the PTCs. Of course, he did win the Grand Finals in Galway. Had that terrific win over Neil Robertson, 4-3.
Yeah, that was a great match. Very high standard.
Pink.
That's the standard he can produce. I think he was something like 96% on the pot success or something crazy like that.
13.
But as I say, he hasn't been producing that so much in China in recent times.
Yes, he knows that Joe's a threat here as well, so he's going to have to concentrate hard. He's got the choice here of black and pink, but the black's, well, he's taking the black, but it will go behind its own spot.
$21. $22.
Still a red available at the back of the pack here. Don't know whether we might try and punch into them. Lovely shot.
27.
And this will open up. Once he's taken this red, he'll open up a few more as well. In fact, the pink spot's available now, so if he plays on the black, that's okay. That would open up the pink.
This is why he's had so many centuries. He's so good at developing the balls and obviously potting them as well.
28.
Had to qualify with everyone else though. Had to go to Sheffield, or Gloucester actually it was, to qualify, and only just came through 5-4 over Adita Mata. What a blow that would have been if the local boy very much didn't qualify.
There's been occasions where, that's a great shot, there's been occasions, David, where the local boys, the matches have been held over, haven't they? I'm surprised that they might not have thought about that, actually.
35.
They all came in at the first round. That was a nice little cannon.
There were 9 Chinese qualifiers plus Marco Fu from Hong Kong, so certainly plenty of local representations. Guaranteed to be one winning on one of the other tables, because Li Hang is playing Yao Gudong. Li leads 1-0 there. Chow Yupeng won earlier on today. Liu Haishan, of course, up against Ali Carter.
Pincer movement.
The thing is, though, none of them have really yet threatened to do what Ding's done, and that's win major titles. Liang Wenbo was in a final a few years ago, but Ding is still out on his own, really, in terms of the standard that he produces.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the young man we saw the other day, Zhu Long, that played Jimmy Robertson. He only lost 5-4 there. He's only 15 years of age, David, as well. I'm just going to keep an eye on him in the next couple of years, because I think if he comes onto the professional scene, he might be one to watch. It was a good cue action, good temperament. Liu Haishan's only, is he 50? Is he 16 yet?
15, yeah.
Incredible.
Yes, Liu Haishan, when he qualified, became the youngest professional ever to win a match, because previously there'd been an age limit of 16, but it was taken away, and because he's the world under-21 champion, he was given a place, and he's playing Ali Carter right now. He's 2-0 down.
It's gone wrong. He might still have a red to the yellow pocket here. Well, if he hasn't, this is a thin cut on this right-hand red. Well, he's checking these 2 reds now as a plant. He'll be a little bit annoyed with himself because it wasn't a difficult cannon into those 4 reds. He's playing the left-hand one of the 3 into the yellow pocket. In fact, he got too much of it because he hit the side cushion. So it was available. And what a chance that was. He's given Joe a chance here to get right back in this second frame. And there's not a difficult ball on the table here. We saw the red he knocked in the last frame and the clearance that he made. This is a definite chance to make it 2-0.
Yes, and that really would hurt, because Ding was starting to cue nicely there. Looked like it could be a big break on, but he's back in his seat.
8.
Well, again, it was obvious that the red was potable, David, because he hit the cushion about a foot from the pocket.
9.
Well, he did it in frame 1. Well, he's got a chance to do it again here. And although it is 5-0 to Ding on the head-to-head, they haven't actually played each other for 5 years, so it's not like they're all last season. They're not that fresh in the memory. Lots happened since the last time they played.
Nicely played.
23.
Well, you can come around this body off 2 cushions, top and side cushions. Oh, just drop it in actually. Perfect. What a chance this is.
29.
Ding had the initial chance. Messed up the positional side. But has he gone a little bit straight on this pink? He wants some angle to get around the back of this final red. I think he's okay. A little bit of, yeah, that's perfect. Just got his nose in front now in this second frame.
Well, he's overscrewed that slightly. Just left this now a little awkward. It's going to be a more difficult yellow than intended.
Yeah, he can pull the white back, leave it roughly where it is now. But as you say, David, it'd be slightly further away than he would have liked. Once it's fairly straight on the yellow. Well, the pot isn't the problem. It's the striking of the cue ball here to get back onto the green. These have to be hit sweetly. They might be playing a half stun shot off the back cushion.
44.
Well, came off 2 cushions. He needs green, brown and blue here for a 2-0 lead against the home favourite.
47.
Made a great clearance in the last, and he's looking like doing the same again here. It's not a total disaster for Ding Junhui, but this will hurt slightly because it doesn't really matter that he's straight on the blue, and that's all he needs. He should have won the first frame. Ding should have won the second frame, but he's about to go 2-0 behind.
Well, he was already playing well, of course, having won at the weekend. He made a good clearance in the first frame. So he was virtually nailed on, really, you would feel, to make one here. But he had to pop them, and he has done. Joe Perry is in a golden run of form, and that's a great ping. And this is a great clearance again. Excellent. Really excellent, that was. He's going to take some stopping here today. Joe Perry leads Ding Junhui here in Wuxi by 2 frames to 0.